Hello, welcome everyone to our Tuesday stream where we're gonna do some shogi. Hello everyone, hi Time Zombie, hi Yorinaru, hi Heya, Heya, Hreya. That's a new one, Viredin. Heya, 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 Heya. So welcome. All those chinchilla in the chat. Amazing. Note. CO, hi CO. I added you to Facebook, as you were afraid. I did find you. I also find out that I never looked at my Facebook friend list feed and literally ignored most of the incoming friend requests. So good that you asked me to check it first. Also, I just looked at Lishogi and of course pros are on this list. Like two of them, of course. Anyway, today we're gonna do some exercises with Paul, maybe finishing it up with some Kifu watching. All I need to do is bring Paul here, so let me contact him in a second. Last week we did a little bit of mind-breaking puzzles, so I thought this week we will tone down a little bit. I have 2 books prepared, one of which will be quite easy, but yeah, we're gonna see. Also the Discord, if you guys are on our Discord is suddenly crazy about Sad Penguin Shogi Adventures. Sounds like a game we should make one day, definitely. Alright, I will bring Paul in a second. Alright, we're back. Hi, Paul.
Hi, Carol.
Hey.
Hi, everyone.
Woo! Heya, says Viredin. To Mifa. Okay, not... How dare you, Viredin, not heya, Paul? Come on.
It's okay.
Chat is saying hi to you. Alright, Paul, we can do some puzzles today, I was thinking. So I loaded Lishogi.
Okay.
If you can also load your Lishogi.
Oh, I see. Okay, so instead of looking at the stream,
I mean, yeah, I can live stream my screen if you
but
prefer
I
to.
think it's easy for me because the characters I prefer
Your own.
the other one the one that does not have the arrows.
Yeah, the
It's
arrows a little bit confusing.
give me a second. But no, that is good for like people that have a hard time with reading the Chinese characters. But after a while, it just gets confusing once you
Yeah,
get used to it.
yeah, agree. Dobutsu, please, no. Dobutsu, I wouldn't be able to. I have this fun book that should be very easy, but as we go on, it might get a little bit more difficult. But it's
Yeah,
a
I
book.
like these.
It's a book that I've solved years ago, and I have good memories about. So we're gonna try to do it.
Okay. Okay, so do I wait for you to invite me?
It's the same one as usual, but I can just
Hmm.
send you the link, I guess. Yeah, wait a sec. You should have the
Oh, is it
access to it already. Yeah.
the Paul Evil Challenges study?
No, it's the Tuesday one.
Oh, it's a Tuesday one.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just go to there. I see it now.
All right. Book name, 読みだけで強くなる手話の個数130 by Ono. Here you go. Hope you understood, Time Zombie. All right, so this is basic position.
Okay, I've done this mate a number of times before. This is my favorite mate.
All right, let's go then.
Okay, so it's 7-4 drop,
Mm-hmm.
and the pawn because it's pinned by the bishop,
Yeah.
and followed by go drop on 8-2
Yeah,
after the king
wherever he
move.
goes, yeah. technically this square is more important. If you guys read that in your head, let me fix the chat a little bit. I think it should be more here. Technically, if the king goes here, you know, if it goes here, you can use silver and gold, but if it goes sideways, you need to use the gold. So technically, this line is more often shown as a correct answer. Just to show that the gold is unique in this.
You're right, because it has to be a gold, not a silver.
So the next position is very similar, but something like this. Oh wait, sorry, one more change actually. One more change, which is this. This piece is a horse now. Okay.
Okay, so there's 2 golds. Okay.
It gets hard really quickly.
Yeah, it got instantly hard. I thought it was gonna be, you know, a little hard and harder and harder, but yeah,
So
now I have to
the reason why the book does it is that example A is like a pattern showing, and example B is based on the similar pattern, but in like more practical or like more advanced manner. So it will give you guys a lot of, how do we say, not pleasure, but satisfaction, because you just learn this one pattern and you're immediately forced to solve something longer with this pattern, and you're like, oh, I know how it works now. So basically, that's the hint. You want to arrive at the same pattern, kind of. So remember the pattern, right? The bishop.
Yeah, I remember the pattern. Yeah, I'm trying to get the king to 8-2, and I feel like the king will run away to 5-1. So
Yeah, you're on the right track.
so do you want me to say what I'm thinking right now?
Yeah, we could. Hey, let me say thank you, Zaibach, for subscription, 5 months. Thank you so much. But yeah, I think you know the first move, right?
So it's either 6-1 go drop or go drop on 6-2. It's probably 6-2 because if 6-1, then the silver can take. But then I don't see the continuation after.
This is no mate. So you're missing the pattern actually, because here, well, we can assume something like this is going to happen where there are checks, but there is no follow-up.
Oh wait, sorry. Was this made in 3? I thought it was made in 3 or 5. Or is this going to be more than made in 5?
So the basic made the connecting to the pattern that we just saw, which was this one. That's gonna be in 5. But the other one is gonna be much longer.
Oh, I see. Sorry, I was thinking it was going to be made in like 5. Okay, that's where I was stuck.
Yeah. It's not. It's much harder, as I warned you.
Sorry, I was thinking you were giving me. You said easy, simple puzzle.
Yeah, so I already told you the A will be like this very easy pattern, and B will be a little bit challenging. By little bit, I maybe should have said quite challenging.
Okay, got it.
But we can figure it together. So my first hint is get to this position, basically.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's not that bad.
How do you get to this position, Paul?
Yeah, so basically we don't move the horse or the what is that? Yeah, we don't move the horse. Okay, so we either drop the knight or the gold. Okay, but then we don't drop the knight because we want to lure the king to 8-2 and
okay,
then drop
no. You're definitely overcomplicating this. You're trying to read all the moves. What I'm telling you, get this position. Make it simpler, because you wanna limit the lines that you're thinking about, right? If you're gonna brute force it, that's not what we want. We want this pattern.
Okay, so maybe just sacrifice your gold then.
Yeah.
To 8-2.
Yeah, and here we have the same pattern.
And then the knight.
Right.
Yeah, and then drop the gold there.
Good. So then the complication comes, you know where, right? The king
runs.
Yeah.
If the king runs, that's where I was stuck.
Let me just promote this as a main variation.
But it has probably something to do with the gold taking the silver.
Yes, exactly. So you said about king going to 5-1, but now you see what's going to happen?
Then you can drop the gold on 4-2.
Exactly.
Yeah,
No matter where, right? If here, it's also the same thing.
Yeah.
So the problem is he's going to take, and then we have a silver in hand, right?
Yeah, so you can do like a sacrifice somewhere. Let's see, you have 1 gold. Too bad you don't have 2 golds, because if I had like another gold, I could sacrifice it on.
So general rule, you don't want to start thinking from sacrifices.
Oh,
And also kind of rule that's hard to implement, but there are 3 rows here, 3 columns. So you will need 3 pieces to capture this king, kind of. So if you sacrifice something, you will end up with 2 pieces.
oh, I see.
You don't want to sacrifice anything.
So I don't want to sacrifice. Oh, that's really good. Okay, so
Yeah.
that kind of limits my options. Now I see it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so never sacrifice. I was thinking sacrifice. Okay, so silver drop on 6-3,
Mm-hmm.
and then wherever the king moves.
Well, here,
Well,
right? Because else it's got at the hand.
yeah, then that will prolong the mate, and then you just do the same thing and go drop on 8-2.
And isn't it kind of satisfying that all of those patterns, all those lines that we just saw, just bases on this pattern?
It is.
How much easier
By
the calculation becomes.
this kind of reminds me of you remember the knight bishop mate? Do you remember that we did that
Yeah.
a couple months ago?
Uh-huh.
I started off with like a simple one, and then I made it like gradually harder. Kind of similar, Carol? Yeah.
Yes.
But I like it.
Ah, hi, bouncing across. Yes, today we shall be doing cool shogi patterns. Yeah, but you can see that 3 of those variations basically based on that line, right?
It's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, so that then you don't have to brute force it in your head. That's important. All right, next one.
You're right. That's why it's pattern recognition. Yeah, if you get the pattern, you don't really have to calculate as hard.
Yeah. Then you can calculate to like check all the little nuances, little differences.
Did I tell you like before? I don't remember, but my coach told me when you do puzzles or when you play a game, it's logic before calculations.
Oh,
I don't
that's
know
a
if you
good one.
Yeah, so like a lot of people when they start off, they would like look at every single possibility, but that's stupid. I mean, you don't have time to do that. You want to like limit it to whatever that makes sense. So like first you think out through using logic and then you calculate.
I'm adding this to our quotes collections. I'm not sure if it's going to work. Let me see.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a one that I would really like to keep. Drop that pawn. Okay. It should be smashed at board actually, but okay. I will keep it. We're gonna add it later. It's a very good one. I really like it. Okay, so we have problem number 2, the Tesuji in Mino Castle. You might know it. We have a silver and gold in hand. And actually, yeah, having those 2 rooks like this allows us to do something really cool.
Okay, I haven't seen it before, but I was gonna say I think I know the answer, but okay, wait, hold on for a second. I was just guessing. I know there's a sacrifice. There has to be a sacrifice.
Yes.
So my first intuition is a silver drop on 7-1, and that's where I'm starting to calculate if that really works.
Okay. Well, the simplest one will be he runs, right?
If he runs, oh, you mean to 9-2?
Yeah.
Oh, then yeah, go drop on 8-2.
Yeah. So he has to take it. Yeah, 2 options.
Yeah, but if he takes it with the king, then you can just which is like a really nice mating pattern. Rook takes the gold on 6-1,
And it's a
and
mate, yeah.
if silver takes, then you drop the gold on 8-2, and if the king takes, you drop the gold on 6-2.
Yep. So gold takes.
So that's where I was stuck.
What? No, you just got the solution, right?
No, not really. Okay, so if silver drops on 7-1 and gold takes, yeah, I don't see it.
Oh, it's much simpler than the variation you just solved. It's much simpler, Paul.
Oh, okay. Oh, it is? Okay, so you sacrifice your rook, take the gold on 7-1, king takes, and you drop the gold on 6-2, and then the king goes to 8-2, and you take the silver, and then you mate on 8-2.
Perfect.
But it's long though, longer.
No, but like, okay, so, oh shoot, the Kote to play. The
Yeah,
way it
you're right.
works is that, yeah, this is obvious, right? But you have to calculate it. It's really easy to miss a move like this, especially when you have
Mhm.
those long variations.
Yeah.
Yeah, this variation is quite difficult because it requires you to solve a mini shogi, right?
Yes, that one's very hard to see. So I agree with you.
But gold takes, rook takes, it's something you just have to remember. Because the
Oh,
silver weakness, this happens so many times. You
I
can
see.
checkmate like this, you can checkmate like this. You can
Oh, okay.
checkmate like this.
Many ways to checkmate.
If you wanna be cool, you can checkmate like this.
Oh, I see. Okay, so if there's like a I go my interposing piece, you sacrifice the rook, drop the
Yeah.
silver on 7,
But now the
and
question is this checkmate? Probably not, right? Because actually need two golds.
yeah, you need two
It's
gold.
quite interesting. Anyway, this is checkmate in one, so no use thinking. So this is the pattern A, right? That we talked about.
Oh no, this was already hard as it
Yeah.
was.
Let me add numbers a little bit. B.
And are you doing this off by memory, or are you looking at the puzzle in the book?
I do have the puzzle in the book, but the pattern I have engraved in my brain, so I don't have to think about it.
Amazing.
I mean, it's like the bishop thing mate that we talked about. I mean, this move is obvious to me, then I just have to calculate, perhaps. All right, so ready for the harder version of this one? Paul,
Wait, sorry, say that again.
are you ready for the harder version?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. So this time, we will have a bishop. And, well, Kote will have different pieces in hand, but I don't want to calculate it because fill Gote's hand should actually update the Gote's hand. Whatever. Send it to play.
I'm just wondering what the viewers are thinking, of these puzzles, if it's easy or not.
Hey
Yeah.
viewers, hey chat, what are you thinking about the puzzles? Okay, so okay, this will be much more like complex in the way of how things work, but again, it's the same pattern. Vieredin says it's simple, Time Zombie gives you thumbs up, Zybach says easier than they were 5 months ago.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, we don't have the knight, I'm sorry. For some reason there's a knight in our hand, but we don't have the knight
Oh,
in hand.
okay, that's even worse.
We only have the bishop.
Okay.
I mean, the first move is quite simple, right?
I don't know about being simple. I mean, I'm looking at bishop drop on 7-1 or bishop drop on 9-3. Probably,
No. We're going with the same pattern, right? We're not making anything.
okay, so 7-1 then,
Yep.
but
So if the king
Oh, yeah.
takes,
Yes.
it's the same exactly, right?
The gold, and it's the same exact pattern.
Okay, so now we have two problems here. What if he takes or escapes, right? We talked about those two variations.
Yes.
So bishop drop takes or escapes. No, king takes is easy, as we said. So takes or escapes, yeah. So let's start with take, because we said before that it's the easier variation.
When you say take, you mean take it with the gold, right?
Yes.
Okay, so after the gold takes, then you sacrifice the rook,
Yeah.
take the gold on 7-1,
Yeah.
and king takes, and then you drop the gold on 6-2, king goes to 8-2, gold takes the silver, and king goes to 9-2, gold moves to 8-2, and king goes to 9-3, and you take the pawn and mate.
Nice. You see it, right? You see that the
Yeah.
lance and pawn checkmates the king. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have the bishop and king goes to the edge. This time we have no pieces in hand. What do we do?
Okay, so you have to check the king, so you gotta do something like sacrifice. I'm looking at rook taking the silver.
Okay, this one will be quite complex. So yeah, rook takes the silver, gold takes. Now we have a silver in hand.
Okay, and then you drop it on 9-3,
Mm-hmm. Knight
and
takes.
knight takes, and bishop takes, promoting to a horse.
King
King
takes.
has, and you take the pawn on 9-4, and the king goes to 9-2 or
No,
8-2, and
8-2,
then
yeah.
oh, sorry, 8-2, yeah, because not 9-2.
Mm-hmm.
8-2, and then oh, you're right. This
Yeah.
is
So you
hard.
missed one move. You missed one move.
Okay.
So we're in this
Yeah.
position, right? You said
I'll
horse promotion,
see it.
and here you said pawn push, but there's a better move here.
Oh, I see. So pawn was not correct. Oh, yeah, I see it now.
Yeah.
You take the land first with the rook,
Yeah. And
and
then you
then
push.
you
Yeah. Much
play
simpler.
next. You're right.
I'm
How
not
can I miss that?
sure, yeah, if pawn push, if this is checkmate or not. I mean,
Doesn't look like.
it would have to be something like this, and you still would have to promote the rook, and they would drop something. And then you would have to drag the king away. But yeah, if there's a knight here, it would be a checkmate. But there is no knight
Yeah.
here. Like, if the knight is here, guys, it's a checkmate, because you drop the lance, drop the pawn, drop the lance, drop the knight. It's a checkmating pattern on the edge, but because there is none. Anyway, yeah, it's much easier if you just promote earlier. Yeah.
You're right.
All right.
Make
So,
it. Yeah. So when in doubt, make things easy for you. Don't make it too
yep.
complicated.
But yeah, we go with the same pattern, guys. You can see, yeah, the same pattern, exactly same patterns here. If the gold takes, it's exactly same pattern as we did before. By the way, if king goes here, we can checkmate with the rook as well. This is when this pattern becomes useful, but he will go here, and then exactly same pattern, right? So the only complication for our entertainment was what if king runs, and it's just to show that because of that pattern that we learned, all we have to do from this position is actually count this variation. Everything else will become simple. So we've simplified the whole problem. We broke it into two, and now all we have to do is find out this line. Makes life so much easier in Biomi, right?
You're right. Yes.
Yeah, shogi is this kind of game of repeating patterns. So, all right, next one. So this is all Minogakoi. We continue with Minogakoi.
That's a really great book that you're using. Yeah,
It
very
is.
great.
I really liked it. Okay, let's clear position to make it simpler. So the same Minokaso. This time the edge pawn will be pushed, and we have a rook here. Dragon, actually, dragon. And bishop and a knight. And it's quite unusual to have this pattern because having knight like this is unusual, but it's worth knowing this one. Thank you for the follow, Van Black. Yeah, bullying, swinging rook gang, yeah.
So I'm left with the knight and the bishop, 2 pieces in hand.
Yep, only 2 pieces. But you have 3 pieces on the board.
Okay. This looks easier than the previous one, but
Well, the previous one was the upgrade of the pattern. This is the basic pattern again. Don't worry, we're gonna make it harder.
okay, so I think I got it.
All right.
So start off with the knight drop on 6-3.
Okay, we have 3 variations.
And
Let's start with king runs.
then you drop the bishop on 4-3, and then you
Yeah.
take oh, you could do that too.
Yeah, that's
right.
faster. Okay, so now let's say king runs.
And you drop the bishop on 7-1,
Mm-hmm.
and the king runs to 9-2, and you take the silver with
Nice.
the dragon.
So that's important pattern. Yeah, bishop dragon is an important pattern. And then silver takes.
Yeah, this is stuck.
Good. That's a good place to get stuck.
Yeah, okay. Just the mate. Let me think. Oh, wait, no, this is actually easy. Yeah, that's the move that I said earlier. The bishop drop on 5-3.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's pretty hard to think about, right?
But it's hard to see because I was thinking A2 at first, and then I'm like, I need another piece to drop on 6-2 or 5-2.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking as well. So yeah, the bishop here, king runs.
Because it's counterintuitive. The silver, like I felt like that it would
I know, right?
Three.
I know, right? It looks like it's protecting something, but it's not. It's completely useless.
Yeah.
All right, so let's show the chat the other variation. So the knight drop is the correct move. If the king runs, it's an easy checkmate or checkmate as Paul mentioned. But yeah, this one is in 1 mate, so we prefer that one. If king runs, bishop drop, you see we cut off the escape route, and then all we need is this double attack here. He cannot drop a piece because it would be inefficient blockade, right? 2 versus 1. Okay, so this was pattern A. Good, that was quick. Getting better. And now pattern B will be non-alike. No, actually it's very similar. It is similar. We also have a bishop and bishop and knight in hand. But this time they will have something like this, and we will have a token here, the same dragon. They will have Mino, right? Because we're learning how to destroy Mino. So this is actually a combination of 2 patterns that we've learned already, in a way. But there is some trick inside of it. I cannot unselect my bishop. Oh, now I could. Okay.
Okay. Actually, I forgot what the other puzzle was.
Okay, so those were our patterns. This was one pattern. This was the second pattern. This is the pattern. So we had the drop to here. We had the knight thing, and this is kind of a mix of both.
Oh, I see. Okay. Oh yeah, I did drop the knight. Okay, got it. Because I realized that I have a knight in hand, but then there's like a token on 6-3, so I need to get rid of it.
Yes.
And yeah, we can get rid of it. Okay. I think I see it. Okay, let me just calculate. I mean, in by intuition, I think I know the answer, but I want to make sure that I see it all the way through because
Yeah,
this is
the logic is working now. We're adding the calculation, right?
Yeah, you're right. Logic before. There. Okay, so I get a silver in hand. Okay, I got it.
All right.
Okay, so you take the silver with the
Mm-hmm.
token,
Yeah. Gold
and
takes.
go takes, and then you play bishop drop on 7-1,
King takes.
and you drop the knight on 6-3, getting that desired position.
Gold takes.
And if go takes, wait, hold on, hold on. Okay, I just lost it. Okay, so take, go. Okay, go takes. Okay, got it. Okay, and wait, it's not a silver, it's a gold. So I can't play 5-3 bishop.
Well, you dropped the
Drop
bishop before too, so
4
you,
2.
you don't have the bishop. We dropped it on 7-1.
Oh yeah, that's right. I have the silver instead. Duh.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the
Yeah.
trick I was talking about. Yeah. Good. We
Okay.
we we fell into the trap. All right. Good. Now let's get out of it.
Yeah, yeah, you really got me there. Okay, so I think I got it. 7-2. Silver drops on 7-2.
Uh huh.
King goes to 8-2,
Mm-hmm.
and silver moves up to 7-1. Unpromote.
King takes.
Double check. King takes. Wait, king takes.
We're talk. Wait. The gold is on 6-3, and you just dropped the silver to 7-2, right?
Yeah, 7-2.
King
Did I
went to
just give up
yeah
silver just?
for free. Yeah, you just
I meant taking the gold. Oh my god, my zoom is really bad. Taking the gold on
yeah
5-3 with the silver.
if 6-3.
Okay,
Yeah, good.
and you don't have you can promote or you don't have to promote. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. So of course taking the silver is like the correct move. Like meddling with this square doesn't give us much. Here now the biggest question is, do we drop the silver on the bishop? That was the trick. You immediately set the bishop, so that's good. If the king runs, we have the same pattern as before.
It was a good guess.
King takes is the only option. The knight is the same pattern that we talked before. If king runs, there is the rook, the dragon. If king runs, there is the silver. King runs, it's the same pattern as with the bishop. Yes, silver, rook, 2 pieces versus 1. So the gold takes, and here the trick is that you have to drop it here, as you mentioned. And the only way to continue the position is to take the gold. And this is another checkmating pattern. It doesn't matter what he does. Doesn't matter that we have gold in hand. Just those 2 pieces are enough to checkmate the king. So this open check is also a very important pattern, by the way. Yeah. So
It's a maiden 11 puzzle, but it doesn't seem like a maiden 11. It's really easy,
yeah,
even though I got it
right.
wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't think about, oh my god, it's like mate in level. Yeah, no, you just look at the shape and you're considering it, and it seems easier, right? It's a really good book. Like, would you, if I told you like find mate in 11 from here, right? It would be madness. But if I tell you use the pattern that you learned, you're like, oh yeah. And here is where the thinking starts. Yeah, we are 5 moves left.
Yeah.
See how much it simplifies the life. And I mean, this is
You're
obvious.
a teacher.
Hmm?
You're a really good teacher.
No, the
Yeah,
book is
you
good.
make things like so easy.
Yeah, I mean, I really liked this book when I was a beginner, so I felt like I learned something after reading this book, so I think it's very useful too. All right, pattern number 4. Let's clear the board. We don't have the knight this time. We will have the edge like this. 2 pawns here. And our favorite talking comes back with great reappearance. But this time you will have same exact pieces. Okay, bishop and knight. So now the trick is they don't have the knight. Now, not having the knight brings 2 things. One square becomes weaker, but also the king has 1 more square to run to. Right? 8-1 is not blocked anymore.
True. That's right.
So let's consider everything together. So which square is weaker now?
Which square is weak?
Mhm.
Well, there's 7-1.
No. Now that the knight is not on 8-1, which square is weaker than before?
Weaker. Okay, that would be 9-3.
Yeah. No.
No? Oh, you mean 7-3?
Yeah, I mean 7-3.
Oh, is that a big hint? 7-3?
Yeah, like here you have two defensive pieces, right? Here you have
Yeah.
3 defensive pieces, but suddenly this becomes 2 defensive pieces. Same here, yeah, as you mentioned. But the point is we also have 1 more attacker, so kind of the number doesn't change, it's still 3.
Mm.
But yeah, here we have clearly less defenses, and the 7-1 square doesn't look as appealing anymore. Yeah, unless we try the same trick as before, but as I said, there is one problem we have. This square is open now.
The problem with me is that I'm trying to use the same trick,
Okay, so I'm
and
gonna show you what happens, yeah?
it's gonna work.
Bishop was our trick, and knight was our trick, yeah?
Mm.
So if we go the same way, it's gonna be cool, but the king can run now. Here, maybe. We can make a check, but if we drop a piece, there is no follow-up.
You're right.
If the king goes to here, it's kind of dangerous, but still. I want you to notice like how this square makes king stay alive, right?
Makes an important difference.
Yeah, in shogi, that one square, like that one difference, yeah, it seems almost the same, but that one difference is so huge. So the same pattern won't be working as just we established. So we need to find a new one, new pattern.
So, one thing that I'm like looking at is dropping the knight on 7-4, and say pawn takes, then I can drop the bishop on 7-3, and I think that's when I'll start calculating.
Okay, but how about they don't take the knight?
Okay, so if I don't take the knight, okay, I gotta still calculate. Let's see. So if you don't take the knight, there's king can go to 7-1 or 8-1. Which one is the hard one?
Let's say 8-1.
Okay, 8-1. Okay. I'm assuming that's the easier one. Okay.
They both are fairly simple, to be honest, but
Okay, I think I see it. Okay, got it. So after the knight drops on 7-4, king goes to 8-1, you would just take the silver. So let's start off with, it doesn't really matter how you do it because you're gonna sacrifice the dragon. So let's go dragon taking the silver, then gold takes, then you take it back with the token, and then king takes, and then you drop the gold on 6-2, and the king goes to 8-1, only move, and then you drop the silver on 7-2.
yeah, that works too. Okay. What if king goes to 7-1 after knight drop?
Yeah, I think that's the hard one for me. Let's see.
There are 2 ways to do it, or even 3 ways. There are many ways to do it, actually. The easiest, there's one easier way that would combine both patterns, but
I think I got it.
okay.
Okay. So after king goes to 7-1, I like. Oh wait, no. Hold on for a second. I thought I got it. Oh yes, yes. Yeah, I like. Darn. Okay, it's either. Okay, let's start off with dragon. Um, sacrifices.
Gold
On
takes.
6 go takes, and then you take back with a token, and the king goes to 8-1, and oh yeah, you can just drop the gold on
Yep.
7-1.
Good. All right. Now knight drop to 7-4, pawn takes, bishop drop to 7-3, right?
Yeah.
King runs. It's the exact same thing, right? Oh no, it's not the exact same figure. Let's consider with king 8-1 again.
King 8-1. Okay, so I don't have a knight, so I just have whatever the pieces that are on the board. So okay, I got it. So you take the silver with the token.
Mm-hmm.
Gold has to take back,
Mm-hmm.
and you're gonna drop the silver on 8-2,
Take,
and
right?
gold take, and yeah, you take.
Nice. All right, so knight drop, pawn takes, bishop drop, king 7-1.
Oh, this is very similar. Okay. I think yeah, it is very similar. So you play 6-2 dragon,
Mm-hmm.
and if gold takes, you take it back with the token, king goes to 8-1, and you drop the gold on 8-2.
Good. All right, so let's talk about the book variation. The book variation says knight drop indeed, pawn takes, bishop drop, king for 1, dragon 6-2, king 8-1, take the gold, silver takes, gold drop. I mean, this is like the little bit shiny variation. There's many variations that are correct. The only point is that previously mentioned bishop drop doesn't work.
Mm.
So after knight drop, I was quite surprised with you going with the dragon, because if you go with the token first, it's actually much easier.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So in shogi, try to go with smaller piece first. That's a rule.
Yes.
Of course, dragon sacrifices sometimes work as well, but most of the time they don't.
You're right.
And the reason is like in here, for example, if you go for the same thing, the king escapes. So this is why I came up with this idea.
Mm.
But yeah, like it works in the previous variation as well. Here, you can always trick the king into going to the same position and doing the same thing. So it's kind of a silly problem.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think the reason why I did the dragon was because I couldn't see the silver drop on
Yeah.
8-2 in that position, even though I did say 8 silver drop on 8-2 in another position.
Yeah, like all of those patterns work. So if you guys in the chat are confused, probably your variation that might be slightly different is also working, as long as it's not the silver drop, bishop drop here, or as long as you don't over sacrifice the dragon. This pattern was the most dangerous one. This doesn't work. The rest should be working.
That's a very nice mating pattern.
Yeah, but it's only version A. Are you ready for
No,
version B?
that was version B just now.
No, that was
No, I'm
A.
version B. Wow.
Chinchilla noise. I'm not sure if Discord is. Probably you don't hear that. All right, so the small difference will be done. Only instead of the bishop, we will have a silver. And we'll have a very weirdly looking pawn. Boop. Yeah, Viredin, you heard, but Paul might have not hear it because I'm using different microphone for the Discord call. Not
Paul's
available
not
as ebook. No, Time Zombie, I had to order it from a weird place in order to get it. It's such a good book.
Thanks for leaving. Okay.
So remember the pattern, right? What's the pattern?
Well, the pattern was sacrifice the knight on 7-4, pawn takes,
Yeah.
and bishop drop on 7-3. So instead of the bishop drop, we can use the silver drop.
I'm
Okay.
gonna give them names so that it's easier to remember. Like, I don't wanna... I could give the answer immediately, but... we're gonna just name it like this. Let me... So this is the... how do we call it? Diagonal pattern? Let's just start giving names, because giving names makes things easier in your brain. When I was learning shogi, I would come up with stupid names for tactics so that it's easier for me to remember.
Yeah, the same thing with chess, like fork, pins, skewers.
No. It's like dragon eating silver so that his belly is
Oh,
full
something
type
like
of.
that. Oh
Yes.
no, that's interesting.
Yep, we already
And then
knows what's up. We have the sacrifice the Yoshi, Tesuji.
what's Yoshi? What does that mean?
We're gonna get there. Don't worry, we're gonna get there.
Crouching tiger hit. Oh, not crouching tiger, crouching token hidden dragon.
Yeah, so this one will be shoulder bump, I would call it, because we open the king's shoulder.
A lot of
Like,
the people here, they're very creative.
oh yes, they are. I mean, yeah, honestly, guys, if you're ever learning anything like a language or like shogi, for example, if you use some funny words, it's much easier to remember stuff. If you try to learn some, let's say Japanese, and if you mix it with your own language and try to make fun of that word, it's much easier to remember.
I agree.
So in this case, it's a shoulder bump. What's the funniest strat name you've come up with? Well, the Yoshi sacrifice was the recent one. You're gonna see it later. Yeah, I don't remember exactly what the strategies name were because I learned it like years ago and they were in Polish. So if I try to remember, I'm not gonna to. But one of the strategies, for example, is clear of the pieces. That's what Koshiro taught me. Like usually, if you clear out all the pieces, the position becomes like. If you think of it as a smoked position, it becomes clear and it's easier to checkmate the king. There are no defenders, you just drop, checkmate. Those are kind of patterns that you have. So if you imagine a smoke position and then you clear it, it's kind of cool. But here it's just a simple shoulder bump. Nothing more. You just want to imagine you're walking down the street. The king is walking, having fun, and you're like this mafioso guy with a black coat, and you just like shoulder bump him, like boom, and he's like, "What is going on?" And then he gets a knife into his neck. He's dead. That's how you can imagine this strategy. Yep. It's a super cool action movie type of strategy here. I know, it went from happy to sad. That's what this strategy is about. It's like, oh, I have a Mino castle. I'm so safe. Nope. Shoulder bump. It all starts with shoulder bump. Every movie, yeah.
Oh, that's nice. I was able to see a variation where the gold drops on 6-4 and it meets the king.
Yeah,
Am
that's
I
a
in
good one.
the right one? Okay.
Bad manners,
Okay.
yeah.
I think I should just yeah, go with my first move.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take a good guess. Well, it's not a guess because it's similar to the knight pattern A.
I literally
Knight drop.
came with movie scenario for this move, so it's not like you have to play this move. Yeah, it's the shoulder bump, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yes.
then if they take,
So if they take, then you have to play silver drop on 7-3.
if they run,
Okay. I didn't even consider that variation. I thought you were gonna do something else. Okay, so
I
if they
know.
run.
This is why I'm asking. This is
Okay.
exactly why I'm asking.
Okay, let's see. Okay, so if they run, then I'll take the silver on 7-2 with the dragon.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Go takes, and then let's see, how many silvers do I have? I dropped
One.
that. Okay, I have one. Okay, so I can drop the silver on 8-1,
King takes.
and then I will take the gold on 7-2 with the token.
King runs.
And I have a gold in hand, and I can drop the gold on 8-2.
All right, you're gonna laugh at yourself.
What? Okay. Did I miss something? I'm pretty sure I did.
Why would you drop a gold when you can move your token?
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
But anyway, yes,
Yeah.
you got it. You got it.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is quite a this is something you can call a dancing token. Yeah, it comes like pam pam, and it checkmates the king. There are longer mates where this token that comes from Oblivion and then checkmates the king. It's quite funny pattern as well. Is there a difference? It just looks silly if you drop the golder. Anyway, so your pattern, the main pattern, because this is not the main pattern, you already found. And this is the night drop, right? And they're not gonna take, they're gonna run. Because having the silver here allows the token to get active, right? So they're gonna try to drop the knight, not take it, to make that piece affecting that square weaker. But you said you have an answer?
Yeah, I was looking at 8-1, but we can look at 9-2. Okay, so after the night drop,
Well,
king goes to
9-1 is quite
no,
similar, I guess.
oh, you mean 8-1? Similar, okay. So the knight drops to 7-4, king goes to 9-2. Then you will take the silver with the dragon.
Gold takes.
Okay, so now I have 2 silvers. Then I will drop the silver on 8-1.
King takes.
King takes. And oh yeah, this is very similar. Okay. And how many silvers do I have? Okay, 1, 2. Okay, I have 2 silvers. Okay, and king takes. Oh, I have 1 silver because the king
You
just
have
took.
2
And then
generals here.
2 generals. Okay, and then I took and I'll take the gold with the token.
King takes.
Okay. So I have 1 gold and 1 silver. And this is where I saw the mate with the silver drop on 6-1.
Nice. All right. So Ally in chat is saying, piece exchanges are the hardest part of learning shogi for me, or Tsume, I guess I should say. Yeah, this particular example is also like quite difficult. We're trying to simplify it by teaching you the pattern first and then making it difficult. But yeah, the keeping track of how many silvers you have or how many golds, it's quite complex. And at the same time, in real game, you would also have to look at your own king and keeping track what your opponent has. So it's not easy. Shogi gets.
So did I do it right by saying the number of pieces? Is that what a lot of people do?
Yeah, that's
in
what
their...
Japanese do. Like I've seen that they like say 1, 2, 3 or something. I sometimes use my fingers even to help myself. Wait, that's not the one. Is this working as well? I think this one is working as well. If you sacrifice everything here, yeah. I wanted to mention there are many ways to do it. But the main point is, yeah, it's the silver drop here because it's protecting this square and then it becomes a mate. The book variation is 6, the one I just showed, basically. And the variation that Paul and I were considering before was this one. And the token comes in, right, to play. And this is not a great variation because we have a gold in hand left, so as a Tsume, this is incorrect. But that's a side note, yeah. Anyway, good job. You did it. I didn't expect you to get it this quickly.
Well, you can tell that I'm still struggling because you're doing it like without thinking, and I'm like guessing and hoping that it works.
But that's part of learning, right? First you have to guess. I solved this book years ago, so.
And to tell you the truth, all of the patterns that you're showing me, I have never seen.
Yeah, this is why I chose this book, because I thought you might benefit from it.
Yeah, no, it's benefiting me a lot.
All right, so this is a famous Tesuji called something I'm not gonna spoil. We have a gold in hand.
Oh, this is like it's like Yoseru. You're trying to drive the king toward the side, I think. I remember this.
Paul. Everything we're doing is yoseru.
Oh, okay.
Yoseru means to approach the king, yeah?
Yeah.
What we're trying to do is another Japanese word that I'm gonna teach you in a second.
Okay.
Yoseru. Or Yose.
Yeah.
Yose means endgame approach.
Okay, I never heard of Yose.
Yose is, yeah, the endgame approach, basically. Yoseru is a verb made out of it. We're simply... Okay, so this Tesuji, guys, this one will be like king with a shield, yeah? And the dragon is like breathing fire, and he's like, haha, I'm surviving. But actually, there will be he will trip on a golden coin, and he will fall backward, and the dragon is going to eat him. He will be like, aha, I got you. And it's like, whoop, and bam, chomp. He's dead. Yeah, that's the...
Okay, so I've seen this before. Okay, so go drop on A2.
Yeah, the golden rock that he trips on. Oh no! And the dragon comes in. Wah! And then he's like, no, bring my shield back. But yeah.
And the key move is 7.
It doesn't work. Gold coin? Yes, Alain. The word choice is important here. Yes. Why are you making Tsume Shogi sound so sad? I think it's opposite, Lily. I think it's very entertaining.
I think so too.
You just
having too much fun.
Yeah, you just have to imagine you're the dragon, actually. The king is a very bad king. He killed your family, and you're really happy. I still make it sound sad if I say he killed your family. Unless, you don't like your family. But, yeah, it's like you're the hero and you're eating the bad king. Yeah, cool. Yeah, slaying the kings, yeah. All right. So it's called Okuri Tesuji.
Oh,
so we send him away from the defending piece. But I call it distraction, yeah. Questions? Sorry, Paul, I keep talking above you today.
No, it's okay. That's fine.
All right, so here we have the more difficult one.
That happens when you have too much fun, right?
Yeah. So this is a whole... So we just saw the final chapter of a very cool final chapter of the book where the dragon kills the king. But this we start from the middle of the book. There's few chapters to go through in order to arrive at the final chapter. And this one, honestly, this one is very tricky. I don't know how to explain it. So the dragon, the dragon could attack the king directly, but the king is well protected by the knight and the lance. So what the dragon will do is he's going to bait the king. You know how you like put a cookie and somebody's like, ooh, a cookie, or a candy. Was it a candy? It was a candy. Ooh, candy. Ooh, candy. Ooh, candy. And then they fall into the trap. That's the thing. You want to give like, ooh, a candy or a coin. And then you're gonna get the king.
Okay, I got this.
You got this already?
I'm gonna do this by intuition, and I know based on all the puzzles that we've done, it's not exactly the same. So this is a different pattern, and it has something to do with... Wait, hold on.
I would fall into the trap 100% of the time.
Yeah. Okay. So I see dragon taking the 6-3 pawn at some point. I know that's possible. Yeah. I think this is the one where the dragon takes the pawn on 6-3. Okay, so I got the answer. Okay.
Wait, I'm confused. That's not the answer, but I think it's also working. So I'm quite confused. All right.
Yeah, so I think you start off with gold drop on 7-2.
Yeah, that's the candy. Yeah.
And then free candy, and then silver drop on 6-1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and if the king takes, this is where the not the dragon, the rook takes the 6-3 pawn and promotes to a dragon, and then obviously they will place the igoma, interpose with a piece, and then you drop the gold there and mate.
Yeah, that's good. That's not the pattern from the book, so the book is mistaken, unfortunately. It's a very good pattern as well. It's working, indeed. It's also working here.
But I didn't see that pattern.
But
I just saw that.
yeah, the book is showing this pattern.
Oh, it's a different pattern. Okay.
Yeah, but yours is better, I think. Yours is faster. But it combines the pattern that we just saw, which is the shield
Oh.
and the distraction.
Oh my God, no, this is nicer. It's just like the other one. I didn't even
No, I
realize.
think yours is nicer, actually. I think they overcomplicate it here. But yeah.
But I need to see all the possibilities.
No, you
and
don't
I
have
think-
to see all the... You're not a
No, but
machine.
able
You're not the
You're able-
Terminator. Paul
no.
came to save Sarah Connor. No, you're not a machine.
You're the machine.
Yeah. But yeah, I think yours is better. But also, let's learn this pattern. Yeah, we can often use the power of the rook sideways. And even though they have any possible piece, our distraction decision, yeah, is working. Because we have the silver, yeah. The reason why it's working is because we have this piece here. Okuri Tesuji. All right, next one. So import Mino. How long? Let's see how long. Yagura will be soon. Next will be Yagura. It's like 10 problems. This is problem number 6.
No, Carol's giving me a lot of hints. That's why I'm able to get this. If it wasn't for Carol, yeah, I'd be staring at this for minutes, hours.
All right, so this one is very easy. It's how do we name it? It's not James Bond, Indiana Jones.
Okay, I think I got it.
Yep.
This is one of those where you try to make it so that the king doesn't escape to 8-2, 9-3, 8-4. So
Yep.
you gotta drop the bishop on 9-3.
Yep.
And then you drop the gold on 6-2, take the silver, and mate.
Yep. So the reason why I call it like Indiana Jones is that if you imagine Indiana Jones and there's like this boulder behind him, da, 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 he escapes, right?
Mm.
Even if you drop the bishop here.
I like the theme song.
Yeah, the rook is now blocked, so you cannot take the silver. So in order to capture Indiana Jones, you first need to close the exit. Yeah. And then he just dies. Please give us all these wonderful pattern names in your endgame book.
Yeah, you gotta start making the book.
I started making the book, but I'm stuck because, yeah, perfectionism. All right.
Yeah, let me know so I can start distributing the book here in Hawaii, and Time Zombie can do that in the mainland.
Oh, God.
We'll help you out.
All right, I will make a trolley shogi book then, with a lot of stupid names of patterns. Yeah, I wish it could be more like serious, but I think you guys are enjoying this, and I think people reading might enjoy it as well. So maybe that's what would make it a good book. All right, so I mean, after all, I have crazy imagination, so I didn't solve this yet. Let me think. Sure. Well, this one is easy. Just remember, Paul. Yeah, remember. Da 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 da.
Yeah. Okay, we want to capture Indiana Jones. That's what I learned from the previous puzzle. Okay, how do we capture Indiana Jones?
Karolina's Shogi Dictionary. Yes, we are reading. That will be the title. Perfect.
Okay.
Indiana Jones.
Well, the king can't really escape. Because the pawn's on 8-5.
And the Indiana Jones Yoshi sacrifice into rolling boulder, bumping into king's shoulder pattern. Yes, Alain. All right, Paul. I will be right back in a second.
Okay. Yeah, I still need some time. This one is not a really easy puzzle. what to do here. Oh wait, this is actually really interesting. I was looking at sacrificing the rook. We don't really need the rook, do we? Dropped it on 9-2, and then the land takes, and then you take the silver with the token. King has to go to 8-2. Silver drop on 7-1. I have 2 silver, so I have 1 more that I can use. And if the king goes to 9-1, silver drops to 8-2. If the king runs to 9-3, the silver drops to 8-2. King can't really run. King or Indiana Jones can't run because I have the big pawn on 8-5. I think that's the answer. Am
I'm
I missing
back.
something?
Um,
Okay, I think that's the answer.
I slowly started to think that we're the bad guys, like murdering kings and Indiana Joneses, but all right, yeah,
Okay, so rook drop on 9-2.
okay, cool.
Okay,
Takes.
and then
Okay, we
take.
of course have to consider if they drop, we just take, right?
Oh, I did not even look at that, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you take the silver with the token,
Yep, king
and
runs.
then you get 2 silvers. So you drop 1 on 7-1 and drop the other one on 8-2.
Perfect. Perfect. The Indiana Jones cannot run away his destiny.
But that was kind of tricky. If I didn't see rook drop on 9-2, I wouldn't be able to get it. So that's an important move.
But this is why we're singing Indiana Jones theme song, right? To get it faster.
Oh, yeah, I guess. I'm trying, but I think that if I were to sing it, it would make it harder for me. I don't know. Okay, I gotta sing it right. Da, da, da.
All right.
No, you do a better job than me.
I don't remember the rest. All right. The long form version. Okay. How do we name the next one? Let me think. Submarine Trap. Don't judge me. It's a submarine trap. It's what it is.
What other songs do I need to know in order for me to solve these puzzles besides
Well,
the
we're gonna see. We're gonna make them up as we go. All right, the submarine trap. Let's go.
I'm definitely gonna do that in one of the chess tournaments. In
Start singing Indiana Jones song.
yeah. Okay, so what is this? Is this one of those where I sacrificed the bishop?
Okay,
on
Lily
7-1?
is asking a very difficult question. How does the theme song have the king lose the escape route? So you see, Indiana Jones is a famous movie that has a famous scene with a boulder, and it looks like this. So this guy is on a weighted plate that if you pick it up, the plate will go down, and this is why he's trying to put sand on it or something. Yeah, so he's trying to substitute it. And unfortunately, it's gonna trigger the trap.
Oh, no way. That kind of reminds me of Aladdin, right?
Give him the whip. Throw me the idol.
So whip is also a very famous Indiana Jones instrument or tool he's using. He made Indiana Jones franchise when he was bored with Star Wars. All right, what did you say, Paul?
No, this kind of reminds me of Aladdin. Remember, like Aladdin took the lamp and then
Yeah.
everything, like started to collapse.
It actually in Aladdin it was the monkey who picked up. Yeah.
It was a monkey.
It wasn't the map. The lamp. The lamp was safe.
No time to argue. Throw me the idol. I throw you the whip. Give me the whip. Adiós, señor.
This is why I don't trust people. Alright, let's speed it up a little bit. Whoops! And this is why you don't go first in the treasures. Dios stupido. And this is the famous boulder.
Did you watch the Squid Game, by the way?
No, because I don't find. I heard it's like a movie which has a lot of pain, and I
Yeah.
don't enjoy watching people in pain.
But just like the Squid Game, it's not beneficial if you go first. That's why
I see.
mentioned
That's the boulder. So that's the gold chasing our king, basically.
Gold chasing?
Yeah.
Oh, that's where you came up with the Indiana Jones.
Yeah. So
Not
that's
enough. I
possible.
was wondering how that was connected to the Tsume.
Yeah. It's like we're chasing, right? It's totally connected, guys, right? It's
It is.
so this is
You're
the
totally-
boulder. This is the boulder. Yeah. Wait, which one was it? No, this one. This is the boulder. King escapes in Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
But what you have to do, you have to seal off the exit first, yeah? So the Indiana Jones doesn't have an exit and he's splashed with the
No,
boulder.
it makes perfect sense. You should have like showed the clip first before we did the puzzles.
All right, next time I should show it first.
Okay.
All right, so here we have Submarine Drop.
So this one is Bishop drop on 7-1.
Mm-hmm.
And King goes to 9-2, drop the silver on 9-3, and drop the gold on
Yep,
8-2.
no exit. All right, so variation B. Wait, this is A.
Why is that a submarine track?
I love how you guys try to find logic in what I'm saying. Like I'm literally coming up with random names. Like there's no logic. All right, let me find my logic in it. Wait, let me think of it.
No, we don't have to think. No, I think I got it. I got the submarine.
You got the submarine? Okay. So the submarine is that, you know how the submarine has a hatch on top of it?
Mm.
Like this hatch on top of a submarine?
Yes.
So you just close the hatch first.
Ah,
Yeah,
that's
and
what
then
submarine.
yeah. So you
get
close the
it.
hatch and he's
Okay,
trapped.
okay.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
The hatch. Yeah, this is the hatch. Closed and boom. I didn't get it because the bishop goes under the king. Yeah, it's kinda also that. Could be that. I mean, doesn't matter. It all it matters if you have some correlation in your brain and it's funny to you, right?
Mm.
So here we go with the next one. I didn't solve it yet. Wait, we have two bishops actually. Okay, that makes it easier.
There's a book that I want to show you. I'm gonna send it to you later.
Okay.
It's one of those where you study for like English words. You know, like high schoolers, they have to take the SAT, the standardized test. To get into college. And there's this book where they try to incorporate some like funny stuff to help kids remember, and that's exactly what you're doing right now for these Tsume shogi problems.
All right, Shogi kids. This one you have a diver actually. There's a diver. How do I explain it? So it's the Submarine Tesuji, yes. It's the Submarine Tesuji. Submarine Trap. But in order for Submarine to work, we need to... How do I call it? We need to bombard the submarine from above. It's not only that we have to trap the king, he's going to get out, but then we bombard him. Teaching kids to trap and kill people. No, just the king. Just the king. How dare he challenge us to a shogi game? Get him, kids! Rah! Yeah. Paul,
Yeah.
did you lose your mind already?
No. I
Good.
know what you mean by bombard. So I've been looking at rook taking the silver. That's what you
no,
mean by bombard.
no. That's not bombarding from above.
It's not bombarding from above?
No. It's like type of bombarding.
Okay, so it must be a bishop drop on 9-3. Can't be.
No, that's Indiana Jones, you forgot.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I was looking at bishop drop on 7-1 and then taking the silver with the rook.
It's more this.
It doesn't look like
Is it Valkyria? Was it Valkyria, guys? Was it Valkyria? It's more like this. You guys know this song, right? Yeah, Dive Bombi. Disney Fantasia, got it. Yep. Where is the part? Da, 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 da. Yeah. If I'm not gonna. I don't wanna lie, so let me Google it. Let me Google it first. So there is this famous scene from a movie as well, in some Vietnam movie. And it's not... It was a rumor that actually it happened, but it doesn't seem to be true. Apparently there is a movie with this scene. I never saw it, but I know that there is this scene, so... So... I mean, I will cut it later, Time Zombie, like... for YouTube I will have to cut it, but yeah. Basically there is this scene. So... that's where it comes from. Anyway, it's the Valkyria ride, the bombarding not Time Zombie, Paul. Submarine Trap mixed with the bombarding. All right, what is the first move?
The Submarine Trap is 7-1 bishop.
Okay, takes.
Yeah, and this is where I'm stuck because I was thinking originally dropping the silver to 6-2, but there's no mate because
Nope.
after king goes to A2. I need like one more gold. Yeah.
Because the submarine trap doesn't work, yeah, with one gold.
Because I need one more gold or one more silver.
Yeah, and this is where a new pattern comes in, and it goes like da 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 da.
But we do start off with
yeah,
bishop
we
drop
do
on.
start off with the bishop.
And my other option was dropping the bishop on 9-3 or taking the silver with the
No, that's
rook.
Indiana Jones pattern. That's not what you're going for.
Oh, that's... Oh, wait. This is the bombarding one, right?
This is the bombarding part, yeah. From above. From above.
Okay, from above. From above. Okay. I think I got it.
Okay.
I think I got it from above.
So what is it?
From above. What do you mean by from above?
Well, shogi above is like this side. So it comes from this direction to that direction.
Okay. So do I move the token? Hmm.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it is? Oh, so 6-2 token?
Da, 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 da,
Oh, I
da.
didn't realize that. Okay.
If he runs, then the submarine pattern.
Oh, it is the same pattern as the
It
previous
is.
one.
That's the submarine pattern, right?
Okay, so the token had a huge important.
Yep. Now he can take it, so we have to find out. 3 moves, mate.
Oh, okay. Oh, this I did realize. Okay, so it's probably silver. Yeah, silver drop on 5-3. If the king goes to 6-3, then go drop. Oh, you can do that?
You have to bombard them.
Oh, yeah, you gotta go with the bishop.
Yeah.
And then drop the gold.
Yep. So we have the mix of 2 patterns. Bishop drop, which leads to the submarine trap. This is our new bombarding Tesuji, which cuts off the king escape route. So it's kind of Indiana Jones, but in a different way. And finally, here we go. What pattern
Wow.
would be flight of the Bumblebee? Let's listen to the Bumblebee. Come on, Maria. Bumblebee song. Oh, here it is, actually.
Is that one of the most difficult
I
pieces
believe
on the
that's
piano?
Microcosmos time zombie. What are his pieces?
No, the flight of the bumblebee. I
Yeah.
thought that's the most difficult piece on the piano. One of the most.
I mean, on any instrument. It's like not the most difficult, but it's quite characteristic, right?
Mm.
Yeah, it's well known. We're gonna come up to it. Okay, let's find new pattern. Let's see if it fits. So this is 7. We are almost done with Mino fold.
Oh, nice.
We have 3 more. 3 more, sorry. There is actually number 10. So this was number 7. And
Mino
this...
doesn't seem to be as strong anymore now that we've done these puzzles.
I know, right?
Yeah, and I do the Mino myself, so now you're scaring me to play the Mino
I know,
castle.
right? But don't worry, we're gonna get to the boat castle and stuff.
Oh,
We're
I
gonna
love
destroy Anaguma like it's nothing, like it's a paper of shit.
the boat.
Like sheet of paper, yeah. It's gonna be nothing. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so this is G. How do we define it?
Yeah, time's on this way.
Knowing these patterns means that we will be able, but no, yeah, better at defending it. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's not the word. I meant this word, but my English is bad, Alarin. My English is bad. So, does it have 2 solutions actually?
Sure.
I think it has.
Well, I
2.
see one solution.
I think it has 2.
Okay.
No, it has 1. Okay.
I think I know the answer to this one. The
All
for
right.
the
What
A,
is it?
I guess this is problem A. Okay, so silver drop on 7-1.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm assuming king goes to 9-2. Then drop the gold on what? Oh yeah. I meant drop the silver. No, that's not. Huh?
If you
Yeah,
drop
that
the
doesn't
gold,
make
it's
sense.
not made. So.
Yeah, so drop the silver there, and then you go there, and then drop the gold on 8-2. And if the king goes up, then you drop the gold on 7-5.
Mm-hmm. And if we go here, it's simpler, right?
Yeah.
How do we name this, Tesuji?
Crouching. No, I don't know. Ah,
You know how there are those memes and you smack somebody to the face with your fist, with your palm? It's like, you know? It's just a smack to this king. Smack! Yeah. You
Um,
smack him. We could also concentrate on the knights. That is like a charge of the knights, but I don't think the knight is as important as the fact that you just smack him out of nowhere.
Yep.
That reminds me that I was watching this Netflix series. Guys, did you watch How I Met Your Mother? It's a Netflix series.
Was that really good?
It's really good, yeah. And there is this bet that they made, and one guy lost, and the other guy has like 3 hit on the slap, like a slap on the face. He's able to slap the other guy anytime in his life. He has like X number of smacks. So out of nowhere, he will be like, boom, that's number 2. Like, I don't know if I'm explaining well. Basically, he's able to punch the other guy for free at random time, unexpected time. So that's this kind of slap to the face. Yeah, the long time ago. It's yeah. It's this show. It's 9 seasons so far. I'm on season 2. It's pretty good. So yeah, he would just like appear out of nowhere, like few episodes later, and he's like, "This is number 2," and it's like, "Oh, I forgot about that one," type of thing. 2005 wasn't that long ago. Oh wait, no, yeah, it's people born in that year. They're already what, 16 years old, 17. It was quite a long way ago. So this is the silver slap, let's call it. Yeah. Not as exciting as Indiana Jones, but yep. So variant B, which should be more difficult. Paul, you're fine with those puzzles, right? Because I
Yeah.
said we could do a pro game, but it seems like those are quite useful to you, right?
It is very. I think I'm learning a lot from this stream than the other streams. Well, the other streams were helpful too, but I realized my sume are not as good as it should be.
I realized like we both have the same problem in our respective games. We both can brutal force stuff, but we're missing the obvious stuff. So I thought I would show you a book with the obvious stuff, basically.
Maybe I should think of doing something like that for chess.
Hmm.
Yeah, find the obvious one. Yeah, I'll think of something.
Thank you for the follow, Wakana. And here we have the same silver slab. Do you have any favorite pro players you would recommend us to check out their match history? That depends what strategy you play, Alain. I studied from Kubo Sensei when I was studying Swinging Rook. Nowadays, I would say maybe Sugai Sensei or Tobe Sensei are worth watching too. Now, if you just wanna have a good play, just watch Fuji, you know. Fuji plays amazing shogi. But yeah, you can have a pro that style you like and then you follow him. So basically you need to find out which pro style you like. Like, do you like Anaguma? Do you like Sabaki? Find what you like. King's Head Vanguard Pawn. Well, that would be rather older style of shogi. Oh, I cannot remember who would do that. I know I saw 1 or 2 games with Fuji as well using that. Yeah, I will have to find it out for you, Lily, later. Ibisha. Well, then the question is which type of Ibisha, right? Do you play Yoko Fudori or do you play Ibisha versus 4-5 Rook? In that case, maybe Aona Sensei you should check. Stuff like that. Alright, the Silver Slap. Silver slap is a lie, actually. We're gonna rename it to a peace slap. It's not a silver slap in this case. Let's call it face slap, actually. Make it easier. From the receiving end instead of from the giving end. Yoke of the Dori, eh? Not Yoke of Dori, Vanguard Pawn.
Hey, this is not as easy as I thought.
Lily, is it the king one or is it the central pawn? King one, okay. It's played against third file or fourth file to prevent 5/5 pawn. It's being mentioned in the Fuji system. And there are some names like older players like Yonenaga or Oyama. There is also the name of Yamazaki Sensei, who played it in 2011. Fuji played it in 2017. So this strategy is not like specialized. There is no like a pro that plays it specifically because it's very situational. But there are some examples on this page of Wikipedia you can try to find, Lily. Maybe that will help. It's in Japanese, unfortunately, but if you Google Translate, if you see the year, like 2017, that's the year where they played the game. And you have some positions there. The Fuji's game is the most recent one I remember, basically. Nakahara is there, Tanigawa. Yeah, it's not really trending, yeah. The Ibisha nowadays, as we studied on our Thursday streams, they tend to go for more aggressive plays. The King Vanguard Pawn, you know, if the opponent pushes this pawn, you cannot push your pawn, so it's possible to block it. And if you're going for defensive shogi, like Nimue plays, but that's not what you want, right? You want a Vanguard pawn. It's very old style, I guess. So I would recommend checking older games. All right, Paul, do you have the answer?
Yeah. I just don't know the solution to one variation,
Okay.
but I think it starts off with 7-1 silver drop.
Yeah, king runs to side.
Okay, that's the one I couldn't get. I know if the king goes to 9-3, but
What do you do then?
Let's king goes to 9-3. If the king goes to 9-3, then the second silver drop to 8-2. Okay, and then there's two variations. Okay, after that you take the lance with the silver, and then king takes. Oh wait, king takes is the bad variation. Where's the worst variation? Because you drop the gold on 8-2, and then there's a cool move here. Let's see, where was it? Oh yeah, there was. You play 7-2 silver, unpromote.
8-2, yeah.
Oh, 8-2, and then
you're
checkmate with
totally
the
overcomplicating it. It would be really cool to do it, but here we have the Indiana Jones Tesuji, for example.
Oh, I didn't even see that. Oh wow, that's.
And also, yes, we can do that, and here we can just drop the rook and drop the gold. Also, not so complicated.
Oh, I am overcomplicating this.
Yeah, that's because we have many pieces in hand, and you're trying to think of pieces on the board, but we actually are quite overpowered in this position. And this is why they have to go sideways, right? And this is why in that variation that you're counting, which will be very similar. You will have less pieces, and then that silver sacrifice will matter.
Yeah, and this is where I'm stuck. So silver drop on 7-1, king goes to 9-2. But maybe I'll use that pattern where you put the gold on 8-2. I can feel it.
Okay, think about it. Lily says, I'm looking for slower offensive style so I can keep attacking when my opponent wants to play a slow game. So if you're a bishop player, you control the flow of the game. So if they want to play slow game, you just don't allow them to. And if you really want to play for slow game, you could also go for a Naguma. Vanguard Pawn is more used as a pressuring the enemy camp rather than... It's like you're forcing them to hurry up, kinda. But you might end up in Senishte as a center, so I would be careful about that. Yeah, nowadays I would rather want you to learn like rapid lines rather than slow shogi, because it has more value for you to learn the rapid variations, I think. There will be time for slow shogi later. Anyway, Paul, remember about the slap, right?
Yeah, so 7-1 silver.
King goes.
9-2, and then you'll slap them again with silver drop to 9-3. No.
King takes.
Okay, maybe not silver drop. Let's do rook drop to 9-3 maybe.
King takes.
We don't need it. And then silver drop on 8-2.
King goes down.
King goes down to where? 9-1?
9-2.
Oh, sorry, 9-2.
Yeah.
And then this is where you do that trick that you did.
Yeah, exactly.
You're taking the lands, and king takes, and gold drop on 8-2. And if the king goes up, then you just checkmate the king on 7-5 with the gold.
Exactly. Good job. Yeah. So you found the more difficult variation unconsciously. Yeah. Good. That silver. Yeah, this move is particularly difficult to find, and it's a very important endgame move. Silly
But
said.
the reason why I was able to figure this out is because you showed me that the silver taking the lands.
It's fine. I mean, it's something you have to remember. You don't have to figure out everything at once. Some of the moves you have to see and be like, oh my god, this move exists! And then you learn this move, you know?
Yeah.
Whenever it's in a real game, or yeah?
Yeah.
Sometimes you cannot brute force it, yeah? Lily says, I see, so far as studying lines go, it's better to learn the more trendy and more interesting rapid lines than learning lines which aren't really fashionable and easily avoided by the opponent if I were specialized in them. It's not about trending. It's that it's like you have to understand the reasons why things are like this, right? Why they didn't attack earlier, and therefore it led to the variation you're playing. So in this case, Vanguard Pawn. So you need to learn how to block them first, for example, yeah? Or it would be nice to have an option, A. But the rapid one is easier to learn about the middle game and end game as well. And from my experience, I'd say that slow shogi is easier, and I don't want you to go easy path because, you know, you want to improve, right? So rather than that, I would recommend rapid shogi because it's easier to make a mistake. Because that's also what I was lacking, yeah, as a pro. So rapid lines are really like basics of modern shogi, very important to know all the shapes, know how to attack quickly. So I recommend you learn that first. There is time for like weird strategies later. Yeah. Okay. So that was face slap. This time it was the rook. This is why I had to rename it to a peace slap instead of silver. And the two more we have. Paul, we're gonna finish Mino today, eh? And next week we can try Yagura. In 2 weeks we have Christmas, so maybe after New Year already, I guess. Okay, this one is quite simple looking, right?
Oh, this is very similar to the other one, but there's no bishop on 5-4.
Yeah, this is the Yoshi sacrifice slash we call it Submarine Yoshi. The Yoshi is going to the sea. Rip Yoshis, yes, this is the Yoshi.
Got it.
Yellow submarine. Yeah.
Okay, so bishop drop on 7-1
King runs.
to 9-2. Then you gotta drop the knight on 8-4, which is very important so that the king doesn't escape.
Mm-hmm.
And then go drop on 8-2, and king runs. Go drop on. No, not go drop. Gold goes to the side 7-2, and then you promote.
Yeah, you can also take the knight. Doesn't matter. Good job.
Yeah.
As long as you go vertically or horizontally. So that's the easy version of Yoshi Submarine, and now we're going to go to version B, which should be more exciting, I hope.
Even though I find variation A still difficult because I'm using brute force calculation. Not all the time. Most of it is intuition. Maybe brute force calculation 25%, I would say.
Yeah. Nah, not really. You told me before how you're thinking in one of those first problems, overcomplicating the problem because of the brute forcing. You're trying to, as you said, you're trying to find all the correct answers, but all you need to do is find one.
You're right. Okay, yeah, fine one. Probably the bishop drop on 7-1. I'm not even thinking. Okay, let me think a little bit more. Okay, we don't want the king to run. Yeah, got a trap Indiana Jones. Oh, this is submarine. Okay, so submarine.
This is
and
the
Indiana.
submarine Yoshi. Yeah. By Yoshi, we
Oh.
usually mean to sacrifice the bishop or the horse.
Yeah, on 7-1. Okay, so that's a submarine. But the question is, do we do that now or do we do that later? But if we do that later, then he will run away. So we gotta do that now. Oh, okay, and we have a knight in hand. Oh wait, this is actually very similar.
Yellow submarine, yellow submarine. All right. So we joke that normal Yoshi is a bishop sacrificed and the fire Yoshi is a horse.
Yeah, I can feel this, but I still need a little bit more time. Still thinking.
Fair use, fair use.
Hmm.
So
That won't
bishop
work.
drop doesn't work.
Oh, it doesn't work? Oh. Okay. That doesn't work. Interesting.
Because it's actually wider, Submarine Yoshibi. You have to think wider. Let me check the final problem. Oh, is this the final problem? No, there's one more. Okay.
Well, if it's not the bishop drop on 7-1, it must be rook takes gold because I don't see knight drop on 7-4. It doesn't do anything. Yeah, but then the problem is I don't know the continuation.
Okay, so if he runs, this is checkmate, right?
Oh, that's nice. No, I
Mhm.
did not see that. That's nice.
So we have to take, and there is a Tesuji that you don't know yet. It's called Wider Submarine Yoshi. So basically, what you want to do is Yoshi sacrifice, but he runs away, right?
Mhm.
So you want to do in between move.
Oh, I see. I find those in between. Yeah. So where's the check with the knight? In between. Okay, the logic is we don't want the king to run to 8-2. So how are we gonna stop that? Hmm. Yeah, because if bishop drop on 6-1,
Yeah, he
king
would
takes,
run.
on 6-2,
No,
that's
no, he
main.
runs, he runs.
Yeah, difference. But I'm like looking at if the
No,
king goes.
no. We've established that there is one wrong variation, and the logic tells us that makes the whole other variation of 6-1 bishop wrong. So you stop thinking about the bishop drop. As long
Oh.
as the king runs is wrong, no other variation matters.
Oh, I see. So you're saying this is wrong then?
Yes,
Oh, it's wrong. Okay, got
the
it.
bishop drop is wrong
So we shouldn't even
because he
look at that.
escapes. Yeah.
variation.
So the variation of him running here, him taking, doesn't matter, right?
Doesn't
Because
matter,
this variation is wrong, which makes the whole branch wrong.
Okay.
So here you have to find a different move.
Okay, so it's probably I'm looking at knight drop on 6-4, king goes to 8, bishop drop on 7-1, king goes to 9-2.
But you're
I don't have.
lacking the submarine touch, yeah?
Yeah, I don't have enough.
So there's one other move.
6-4, king drop. King goes to 8-2.
So remember about this drop?
Oh yes, yes.
So keep that in mind.
Oh.
Oh.
Whoa. No, the reason why I was confused because I thought it only works when the king's on 9-2.
I know, right? But
Yeah,
actually it works here too.
yeah, no, that's nice. Really beautiful. Very nice. Yeah.
Now we can
Wow.
start thinking about the other variations, yeah?
Yeah. Now you can make the other tactics work.
Yeah, so the rook sacrifice, yeah, now you can see it at a glance, right? Rook, bum, knight, bum, and this becomes a pattern, yeah?
Yeah.
It's the wider, I'm calling it wider because you were thinking about this bishop drop, but this is the wider version, yeah? Because the king has more squares to run to.
Yeah.
And this is
Doesn't
what.
seem. Wow.
All right, the last problem will be your homework then.
Yeah.
Because it's quite difficult. There are many variations, and I can hear you're tired, and I'm tired, and chat is tired. So we're gonna give it as a homework.
Okay. For everybody to solve.
make me sure. I just need to make sure to not mistake the piece position.
Yeah, then we're spending our entire week solving it.
So we have a weird lens here. That's intentional. Something like this. This is gonna be pattern A. How do I name it? So the only name for it I can have is actually brute forcing. There's like this is this one of stupid positions in shogi where
Not the first one. That's brute force.
it's brute force because you have so many pieces in hand that everything like you just have to use them all, in series of checks. Yeah. And the brute force B will be without the knight, and instead of knight we have lance. Something like this. So this one will be paradoxically easier than the first one, I think.
Oh.
Yeah. So those are those last ones for you to solve. Chat, if you want to solve it here, you will be able to take print screen or redo it. In Shogi Playground, you can take a print screen, post it in on Discord. But we shall be finishing it now, right, Paul?
Yeah.
And next week you're free still, right?
Yeah, I'm free. Let's see.
21st.
Okay. Wait, give me a second. Usually, even if I have a chess tournament, I'm free on a Monday night. Just letting you know, I will be playing this weekend. It's the Hawaii State Championships,
Ooh.
Saturday night, and
Good
then the
luck.
following week I'll be in Vegas again, and that will be the entire week. I'll be leaving on the 25th. I'll be playing 26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
Oh, I see.
So,
I have it written already as a cancelled. So 28 will be cancelled, right?
so that I'm not sure. Let me check the schedule. Maybe I might be able to squeeze in, but I'll let you know next week.
But then
if I
also I will have to cancel the 4th January because I will have a German course. Oh, actually, we'll have to probably change the stream hours because of that. But yeah, I need to find out which level of German I have first to know which days I will have the German lessons.
Wait, this is not a German shogi championship? This is a German course? You're gonna be learning
Like
German?
language, yeah. I mean, I live in Switzerland.
Oh, so you're taking a class?
Huh?
You're taking a class, like an online class, or?
No, like actual, how do we call it? Placement test?
Oh, I see.
And then I will be busy on certain days because of that in mornings. I will have to change my streaming schedule.
Okay, yeah, let me know. Well,
All
good
right.
luck to that.
But next week we have a chess stream, right? The last chess stream of the year.
Yeah, of the year.
All right. I'm gonna be waiting for your chess exercises then.
Yeah, I have to come up with some interesting ones. Yeah, maybe something similar to the ones you've done today.
Would be cool. All right, chat. We're gonna finish the stream now. I will see you again on Discord. Remember, you can subscribe to the role called Always Notified if you want to be notified about our friends' streams. If you just come to Discord, you will be always notified when I'm live because of everyone tag. And I will see you on Thursday when we're gonna continue reading the Japanese shogi book together. Bye bye.